President Obama returned to Hampton Roads. 10 on your side was there this morning when Air Force One touched down at NAS Oceana.
The president's motorcade then drove off to the Virginia Beach campaign rally. Thousands packed Farm Bureau live for that event.
Yes, some voters told us they started lining up as early as 4:30 this morning. 10 on your side's Andy Fox was there, as he has been at the other two visits the president has made. Andy?
Alvina and Stephanie, he was just here at Norfolk State and was at Green Run High School in July. Since March, we've reported this election is all about Virginia. Whomever wins Virginia will be the next president. The president told us that himself when we interviewed him. And today, President Obama came on the stage to chants of 4 more years.
The President of the United States.
Love him or hate him, even his critics acknowledge Barack Obama knows how to connect with his political base. To the chants, 4 more years, 7,000 Obama supporters unified against Mitt Romney's claim 47% of the president's supporters do not pay income taxes, depend on government handouts, and will never vote for Mitt Romney, that he can't worry about that.
I don't think we can get very far with leaders who write off half the nation as a bunch of victims who never take responsibility for their own lives. I see hard-working Virginians. I see students trying to work their way through college. I see single moms like my mom putting in overtime to raise their kids right.
If we are to believe the polls in swing states, the 47% issue has changed campaign momentum towards Mr. Obama.
We don't believe anybody's entitled to success in this country. We don't believe government should help folks who aren't willing to try to help themselves. But we do believe in something called opportunity.
In what has become a standard stump speech, the president introduced a new theme for his campaign, a call for economic patriotism.
So no matter how hard the path may seem sometimes, the path I'm offering leads to a better place.
President Obama also responded to Romney's criticism of the president, claiming you cannot change Washington from the inside.
You change it with the help of ordinary Americans who are willing to have their voices heard. And for some reason, this got Governor Romney really excited, and he rewrote his speech, and he stood up at a rally, and he proudly declared, "I'll get the job done from the inside." Which got me thinking, what kind of inside job are you talking about?
The president held a similar rally at the amphitheater when he was running in 2008. Tonight at 6, the president, defense, and what the Romney campaign wants you to know about President Obama and defense. That story at 6. I'm 80 Fox, 10 on your side.